Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we could finally play with my Beauty and the Beast, I think it's, Makeup Revolution palette. I also have the gloss. Don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and also turn on the bell so that way you get notified every time I upload a brand new video, and let's get started. Okay, so if you don't know, Belle is my favorite princess. So, of course, when I saw this, I wanted to get it. Honestly, nothing about the palette, stood out to me as, outstanding, but I really like Belle, so let's crack her open. I did, of course, open it in the store to make sure that, nobody's touched it or swatched it. But this is what she looks like. That's the inside. It does have, a face portion and an eye portion. I'm not expecting, honestly, anything fantastic from this. I just really wanted it. So, first thing I'm going to do, of course, is I'm going to prime my eyes with my eye base. I use the P. Louise eye base. It does look like one of the highlights in the palette is maybe broken or got some, little chunks, busted off of it. But it's fine, I don't care. It's all still pretty much intact except for a few chunks. Grabbing my beauty blender, we're gonna go ahead and start priming the eyes. The reason that Belle is my favorite was because she was one of the first princesses, I think actually the first princess that I had seen that had brown hair and brown eyes. As we all know, the beauty standard, especially back in the day when I was growing up, was the blue eyes, blonde hair. And not meeting that beauty standard, of course, can mess with your mind a little bit as a kid or as a little girl, or at least it did for me. So, I thought it was really cool to see her. Okay, so we have that down. Going to grab a M441. I'm just going to dip into Mrs. Potts to set my lid, because I'm pretty sure that's a matte shade. Comment down below, if you have one, what your favorite Disney princess is. I'm always so curious. My husband, one of his favorite cartoon characters just in general growing up was Hercules. Told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave. Had to find a way to change. Just kind of patting this in place all over the lid, all the way up to the brow. I didn't know if there was going to be any fallout or anything, so that's why I'm doing my eyes first. Okay, so I think the next shade that I'm going to dip into will be a Library. It's kind of like a brown color. I did leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream. I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place. See, because everybody want to tell you bad things. What could go wrong? What fame brings, but success is a finicky thing. If I'm not mistaken, they did have a bunch of different collections like this for different princesses. No, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself down, I actually found these two in store at Target. Not really noticing an issue right away with pigmentation. The shade looks exactly the same as it does in the pan, which is a very good thing. Yeah, so far it's looking pretty nice. I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit. I'm really digging this shade called Spell. That's what it looks like. Looks really pretty. I just don't know what color I would do on the outer portion. Let's start placing that on the lid. That's really pretty. This is like one of my favorite shades of green. Oh, this one's called Spell. I don't remember if I said it or not. Feel like I did, but just in case.
I don't have to plan it. I can go change my fate. You won't understand it. All alone, that's okay. People I can't stand them. They don't want me to change. Keep me where I'm standing.
I was gonna put my nails on before filming because I have some St. Patty's Day nails, which will go very good with this eye look, but I guess it's a good thing I didn't, so that way I can like reach my eyelid. This is a very pretty color. It's building up very nicely. I'm not having any issues with it so far at all, which like I wasn't expecting much from this palette, if we're being honest here. Okay, so I think I'm gonna get a slightly smaller brush, and I'm gonna pick up Gray Stuff, is what it's called, and I'm gonna start tucking that out here, just to give us a little bit more dimension.
I don't want to be where I am. And I want something more, take a chance.
Just kind of tapping it over that line where the green ends, and then kind of working it into the other color we had down. Just like that for now. It looks really pretty. It looks a lot prettier on the eye than it does in the pan. The Gray Stuff color.
Possibly my last dance, my last dance.
I guess I can like explain why I've been MIA. I've had really bad asthma my whole life pretty much, but I hadn't been to the doctor in a little while because of COVID. I was too scared to go. And so, because I hadn't gone, they now considered me a new patient, and I had to go in, see the doctor, do the blood work, all that jazz, to get more of my medication, because I have to take a daily medication for my asthma. I ended up having to go to urgent care and getting a shot in my ass, and all that stuff. The shot was steroids to help open up my lungs because I could not breathe. But we're okay now. I'm good now. I'm not even sure, honestly, if you guys noticed. But I think I skipped an upload. But I always like want to keep you guys updated, especially on health things, because health is a very important thing to discuss. Okay, I'm going to take a mixture of Library and Mrs. Potts, and we're going to go around the edges. We also started that fitness challenge that I've been talking about, or I don't even know if I mentioned it to you guys yet. But I started a fitness challenge, the Fit by Katie Fresh Start Challenge. And that started the 6th of March, and we've been doing that. It's been hard, but very rewarding already, and I'm only like a week in. With me being a stay-at-home mom, like I tell everybody else, there's literally only so much cleaning I can do. You know, like, there's literally only so much at-home activities that I can do to keep myself active, and then once I run out of those things, that's when depression and all that stuff starts kicking in. So, doing this challenge is helping a lot. Okay, so I think I'm just going to leave it like that for now because it looks really pretty. I'm going to go off camera and do my base and everything because this collection doesn't come with any of that. And then I'll be right back and we'll finish up the lower lash line. We'll play with the gloss, which looked really pretty. And yeah. Okay, so I got my base on. What I did actually was I mixed my NARS, what is this called? Sheer Glow Foundation with my L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear, just because I'm like in between these shades. And it just looked better. Why do I feel like a floating head? Anyways. I did have to touch up my brows because I got powder all in them, of course. But I figured we could do some face together. The palette does come with, if I can get it open. Ooh. The palette has, I think this is a bronzer, these are blushes, and then these three are supposed to be highlights, I would assume. Doesn't really distinctly say, but we're just gonna go with it. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with like a giant, like fluffy face brush. And I'm gonna dip in the like bronzery looking shade. It looks really light, so I don't know how well this will show up. We're just gonna bronze slightly. I mean, that's showing up. I need to start having more confidence in things. And I'm just going to place it on my nose just because I don't feel like contouring or giving that much effort, if we're being honest. I just wanted to play with this palette because I've had it for a while now and I haven't touched it at all. Just going around the edge of the face with it. And we can go under the chin. With this fitness challenge that I'm doing, we have to like track like macros, which if you don't know what macros are, it's the macronutrients in your food. So it's the protein, carbs, fats in your food. And I'm supposed to hit like a certain amount every day, and it's been very hard to do so, to be honest with you. But I signed up for it, so see if there's any extra powder. I'm gonna dust it off with this brush too. My skincare is not clashing very well with my face makeup, but it's fine. From like this distance, you can't really tell. So I'm just going to take a little angled brush, and I'm going to dip into something there. It's more the deeper blush. Let's start back here. It's really pretty, actually. That's Luca playing with his toy. This is a very beautiful blush, by the way. Like, very, very pretty. And I'm gonna put some on my nose, too. Just because, why not? And up here, I just love blush. I'll put it everywhere. Okay, so we do have, I think it's 3 different highlights. Let me see if I can get a good swatch on the back of my hand. These just kind of look like your standard highlights. Very, very pretty. So I think I'm gonna, I'm gonna spray my face with my Desi spray. Just to hydrate before I put the highlighter on. I think I'm just going to use True Love. It's the middle shade, because the lightest shade looks like it has like a green tint to it. That's pretty.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless.
Just like that. I'm going to take some on my finger as well and do my nose. A little boop there. Oh, big boop. Big boop. And down the bridge a little bit. And tap it in with a different finger. These are very nice and soft, by the way. These highlights. Now I need to start working on my under eye. I don't quite know what to do, to be honest with you, for my under eye. Because, like, this blue is really calling my name, but it's not really going to go with the eye look. I used this color, and then, like, these two so far. Maybe I should just keep it simple and wrap the same colors underneath. Okay, so I'm going to grab a library. I'm going to start wrapping this under.
I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story.
Thinking it might be a no lash day. And if it is, then I probably shouldn't go too ham with the eyes.
I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory, yeah. Don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring, just want a life that is worth every day.
Yeah, I think in store they had like a Tiana collection. I think that's how you say it. The Princess and the Frog. They had one for her, and I think I seen online they had one for Ariel as well. Yeah, my skincare is not clashing with my base at all today. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Then I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and I'm going to dip into Mrs. Potts and go underneath. Because it'll also brighten my under eye a little bit more if need be. But it'll help me blend.
My whole life I just wanted some.
Oh, so we have how I did my garden bed video. We have sprouts already and I'm super excited. Getting very anxious and want to plant them already, but I'm trying to like wait it out a little bit longer so I don't kill them like I do every time. We always get like a good like frost. I think it's right before Easter. And every freaking time it gets like nice and warm, and so I plant my stuff outside and then it dies because of the winter. So that's the face. Yeah, I think for now. I'm going to do my like mascara and something for my lips off camera, and then we'll come back and play with the lip gloss. Okay, so I threw on the NYX lip liner in Need Me. Looks like this, and then I put the Jaclyn Cosmetics liquid lipstick in Nudie in the center. Then I just went around the edges with my beauty blender and like dabbed it out so that way it wouldn't be so like colorful. So now for the gloss. Also, if the angle changed, my battery died, so I had to change it. Okay, this is the packaging for the gloss. Super pretty. Do a little haphazard swatch there for you. Super pretty. Not sure how this will go with this eye look, but we'll figure it out. Ooh.
My whole life I just wanted to be.
It's very, very golden. I have a hair on my lip. There we go. Okay, so that is what the gloss looks like on. It does have a very strong gold base to it, but I think it looks really pretty. It actually goes very well with this eye look, which I was a little nervous about. Hi, sweet boy. He's like, please stop filming and come love me. Okay, guys, this is the finished look. I know it's nothing crazy dramatic or anything extraordinary, but I wanted to play with it because I hadn't played with it yet. As far as these two go, I don't know, of course, about the other items in the Disney Princess whatever that Makeup Revolution has, but I definitely recommend this one. This is super pretty. I liked it even just for the packaging and because it was Beauty and the Beast, but the product itself actually worked very well. The bronzer looks fine on my skin tone, but if you are deeper in skin tone, it will not work. The gloss looks really pretty, and I do think that this would actually look really good on deeper skin tones as well, especially. The eyeshadows performed perfectly fine. I didn't have an issue with those. I will be playing with these blues soon because y'all know I love a blue like that. And yeah, I would say for what it is and it being drugstore, it's freaking amazing. Alrighty guys, that wraps up this video. Don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and also turn on the bell so that way you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!